Hello. Normally my videos are between 10 and 15 minutes long, but there are a handful of ideas that I've had that just aren't quite enough for that, and so today's video is a little shorter. This is a heavily modified version of the Scintilla Beam's modern supercar. It'll be racing down this hill climb stage while another car races up it. Its opponent? A completely stock widgeon. The catch then has to be pretty big, and it is. The Scintilla has no engine, because it's a soapbox car. Both cars are racing the same stage, whichever one reaches the other's starting point first wins. Ready? No? Doesn't matter, the widgeon's set off already. Our soapbox Scintilla, meanwhile, can't get going on its own, but after a small push, it's on the way down. The longer a soapbox car is moving downhill, the faster it goes, and that's exactly what the Scintilla does. Slowly. Very, very slowly. The widgeon, meanwhile, has its own problems. As you may have noticed, it's a three-wheeler, and as demonstrated by one Jeremy Clarkson, three-wheelers aren't particularly stable. To its advantage, though, it may be a slow car going uphill, but at least it reaches its top speed reasonably quickly. The Scintilla, on the other hand, doesn't, and no matter how many interesting mounted camera shots I give you, it's still going too slow to be interesting yet. So, back over to the widgeon. Despite its struggle with corners, the widgeon is making pretty good time, even if things get pretty sketchy in the hairpins. That doesn't look comfortable. Thanks to, actually having an engine, it's pulled ahead a fair bit, and then the Scintilla's near the top of the mountain still, the three-wheeler is halfway done. That said, its time in the lead might be over soon, because, finally, the soapbox car's got some momentum. Lowest horsepower in the history of my channel or not, the Scintilla has quite a lot going for it, which is apparent as the cars are nearing a meeting point just slightly above the middle. It's got four wheels, yes, but it's also very aerodynamic, could be lighter in weight than the widgeon, and it's running on racing slicks, so it's able to carry a lot of speed in the corners. It also helps a lot that it can keep all of its wheels on the ground, which is more than can be said for the widgeon. When the cars pass each other, the Scintilla is probably going twice as fast, and on twice the number of wheels, as its competitor, and things continue to look good for it because the lower part of the mountain will allow much higher speeds. The car drives past some cargo containers that provide me with the perfect opportunity for some shameless promotion. Watch my automation videos. I actually really don't like the idea of being an automation channel, but this shot is just too perfect to resist mentioning it. The widgeon scenery is a lot more wintry, and that's because it's getting very close to the top of the mountain now. The soapbox car is not quite as close, I think, but it's also making faster progress, even more so now that the widgeon has found a bit of ice. The turns at the bottom of the mountain are much wider, and I'm pretty sure that, due to both cars being very slow, neither one has any braking left to do. The race is nearly over now, and to try and build false tension, I'm cutting back and forth between cars, so I can't really talk about the progress of either one. Just pretend my voice is less monotone than it is, and I'm sure you can generate your own excitement. Both cars complete their final turns, and... to the surprise of absolutely no one, a car with an engine is faster than a car without one. And on that terrible disappointment, it's time to end. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.